Welcome to Anime Fanjutsu, where we talk all things anime. This week, I wanted to do an FAQ for people that do not yet watch anime or are new to anime, but really want to watch anime and be into anime. So I went online and found some of the most asked questions about anime, and we are going to answer them. Number one, can anime be American?
I'm inclined to say no.
I agree.
I think
Netflix
the
is
definition of anime is that it's Japanese.
Yes.
I don't know. Netflix is advertising their new Scott Pilgrim cartoon as an anime for some reason. So maybe Netflix knows more than I do.
I think Netflix just likes money.
That's also possible.
They're like, anime is really popular right now. Let's call this comment anime. What anime should I start with?
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
That's a great one. I will tell you which one not to start with, JoJo. Don't start with that one.
I started with JoJo.
You are not normal. I tried to start with JoJo. It didn't work. And then I had to start with Hunter x Hunter, which was amazing.
I'd recommend Attack on Titan for like a little older audiences. I think the first two episodes will get you hooked.
Okay, Full Metal Alchemist you need to watch like 5. But then it's good the whole time. So is Attack on Titan, but it's gruesome.
I think Hunter x Hunter is really good from the beginning. I was able to get into it like right at the start. What is filler and should I watch it?
It depends. Filler does not matter.
Anime is either unseasonal or like whenever, like year-round. And year-round animes will usually get past the manga. And they'll make episodes of stuff that isn't canon to the manga.
So yeah, when you have filler episodes, they're usually not written by the same person who's writing the manga. And they can't change the story. So they generally don't have anything to do with the actual story. It's like we're in the middle of this big battle. And now all of a sudden we're going to go on vacation to this island paradise for 3 episodes and then come back to our battle. I am not a fan of filler. I don't watch filler.
If you like the like day-to-day character interactions, then watch the filler. Or if it's like not very long anime, but most anime with lots of filler is very long.
I will say,
a lot of them will have like 100 filler episodes, and if you like watch all of them, you're gonna waste half your life.
Some animes will do it where their filler is actually like set up for movies. So like, I guess if you're gonna watch like One Piece Film Z, you should watch Z's Ambition. I wouldn't recommend watching Film Z. I don't know. I haven't watched it, but I have heard not always positive things. But
I didn't watch Film Z. I watched Film Gold and Film Red.
Yeah, Film Red was pretty good. We watched that together. That was fun.
Film Gold was okay.
I haven't watched any of the films because I am not far along enough in the story to watch the films. But
you're on the best arc.
I am on level 5.5 of Impel Down.
There's a film that you can watch soon.
I'm in the hidden paradise floor of Impel Down. It was a lot.
The newcomers?
Yeah. I was like, what? What is going on? Bon Clay like found his home.
I love Bon Clay.
I know you do.
Soon you will too.
Well, I mean, I do love that he calls Luffy Straw Boy. And then he says, "Oh, Straw Boy." I love that. But he still wears me out quite a lot. Where can I watch anime?
Netflix,
Hulu. Crunchyroll.
Yeah, but if they're asking that, they're not going to pay for Crunchyroll subscription.
But you can get Crunchyroll free with ads.
You can. That's
but
true.
If you don't want the ads, it's like $10 a month. And highly recommend because it's got almost everything.
I think Max has a couple decent animes.
Did we say Hulu? Hulu has some.
Yeah. I think Hulu has the best selection of all of the generic streaming services. So I'd recommend starting there.
Is anime for children?
No. It can be. It depends on the one.
That's like saying, are movies for children? Like, yeah, there's movies for children and there's movies for grown-ups and there's movies for crazy cat ladies in their 80s. Like, there's anime for everybody. Here's a fun one. Where can I buy anime merch?
Hot Topic website.
Y'all, I was in Hot Topic the other day with Brooks because he had birthday money. And I wanted everything in the anime section. Like, I wanted to be him and have his money and get everything in the anime section. He ended up not buying. He did get a little blind box from Demon Slayer, and it had a little Zenitsu in it that was super cute. Then we went to this gaming store. Gaming stores are also a place where you can get anime merch. We went to a gaming store called Games Galore, and he bought a Luffy figurine that has 3 interchangeable faces, and it's so cute, and he loves it. It's sitting on his desk now.
I would also recommend bookstores.
Yes.
Barnes and Noble.
I think Hobby Lobby has a little bit of anime stuff too.
Oh,
But
really?
it's just like My Hero.
I saw some Dragon Ball and One Piece there.
I got a One Piece figure there.
Oh, Five Below, surprisingly, has lots of anime sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
You used to be able to buy the Fairy Tale, like, volumes for $5 at Five Below.
I got volume 1 and 2 of Attack on Titan for $5 at Five Below.
Brooks's teacher, because some of the kids said that they wanted manga, because she was asking them, like, what would you like to read in the classroom? And him and like a friend were like, we want manga. So she went to find like a good for kids manga, and she got volume 1 of My Hero, and he read it already. Like, he read it in one day. And so what he had planned on, we went to Barnes and Noble first. He was planning on getting 2 and 3 volumes for his birthday with his birthday money. And when we got there, they had it. They're like $9.99 each. And then he looked and saw how many volumes there were, and he was like, no, I'm not doing this. He immediately changed his mind when he saw that it was like the entire row was just My Hero.
If you really want to buy a lot of manga, they'll do box sets. I know, like,
I want the One Piece box set. There's like 3 of them.
I think there's 6.
How much
There's
are
a lot
they?
of them.
I've seen 3 of them.
Are they $1 million?
I think they're like $100 or $200, but it has a lot of manga. Like, it's worthwhile if you're collecting the series.
So here's a more involved question. What's the difference between shonen, seinen, shojo, and josei? Seinen is marketed towards adult men, and josei is marketed towards adult women. And then it's the same, except for children or young people. I wouldn't even say children, because
Shonen is up to like 15.
Yeah, shonen is for boys. Shojo is for girls. But here's the deal. Shonen is my favorite. So don't let the classification keep you from watching something or reading something, because those classifications are kind of arbitrary, because young boys aren't the only people that like shonen.
You should let your kids watch seinen anime.
Do not do that.
I'm gonna let my 6-year-old watch Chainsaw Man.
It also, I feel like it doesn't matter that much. Attack on Titan has a lot more mature themes than something like My Hero, but they're both shonen. And then One Punch Man, which I think is far less serious or like violent and like actually like morally heartbreaking as Attack on Titan. One Punch Man's a seinen, so like it's a blurred line in other way. Also, I think like I forget which one, but there was a really popular anime that should just be a shonen that's a shojo, so it doesn't matter that much.
And I will say, like, I like One Punch Man way more than my husband does, so it doesn't just appeal to grown dudes. What do the terms sensei and senpai mean?
Teacher, and I think senpai is just like someone that is
like an upperclassman, right? Like
somebody that's higher status than you, but not like super high status.
Right. They're not the teacher, but they're higher than you are.
There's something with like, I don't think anyone that's like higher than you is that. I think that there's like a level of affection or something. I'm not entirely sure. Here's
one of my favorite questions. What is waifu and husbando?
Next question.
Terrible terms. That's what they are.
But people are asking. So let the people know. Give the people what they want. What is a waifu?
So it's a woman character, a female character that someone is obsessed with to an incredibly unhealthy level.
And they probably have like a body pillow and a cardboard cutout.
That's on
the same with a husbando, but that's a dude. So wife, husband, waifu, husbando. Yeah. They're like the characters that you are way too obsessed with. What's better, sub or dub? First of all, let's tell people, if you're very new, what sub and dub mean. Subtitles or dubbed in your language?
Dub titles.
Dub titles. Yeah, I think it depends on the particular anime. Because some of them have really good dub, and then some of them really do not, and you don't get the actual emotions of the character with the dub.
I always pick sub because I've heard bad dubs, but I've never heard like bad Japanese. There's some that after watching both of them, though, I like the dub more, like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood and One Piece. Well, One Piece, I think I like them both equal. For some anime, it's better to pick the dub because they'll just have like essays on screen if you have the subtitles on.
Right, and it's hard
like Psyche K is usually like comedy because the jokes are so long. Psyche K or Hitalia, you're gonna be like pausing every 5 seconds to read what's on the screen.
From experience, I will say if you are watching with an elementary school child, dub is better because by the time they get through reading the sentence, they can't look at the screen to see what's actually going on. And so they get really frustrated. So if we're watching with Brooks, we do the dub, but most of the time I prefer the sub, unless Bryce Papenbrook is one of the voices because he is my favorite voice actor and I love his voice.
I think that what also separates if you should watch dub or sub is like I usually watch sub, but sometimes I might have a show that like I'll do homework while watching, and I would not recommend watching that sub because you're gonna be trying to do a math problem or something, and you're gonna look up. And
unless you speak Japanese, that's a bad idea.
Yeah. Also, if you're watching something as long as One Piece or like Naruto and everything, I would probably recommend that you don't always keep that in sub and read all of it. I think that you're most likely to get bored that way. That's just my
Well, if it's something long like that, I would be more inclined to pick sub, at least if it's still going on. Because once you get up to the new episodes, they haven't dubbed them yet. And you'll have to change if you've been watching the dub the whole time.
I don't know. One Piece is about to go simulcast, dub and sub.
I had to do that with 1,000 Year Blood War. The last 3 episodes I watched, I had to watch sub, even though I had been watching it dub because Brooks was watching it with me. It was great, by the way. It was everything you said it would be and more, Julian. I loved it.
I've heard the animation or not the animation, but that the story is being done better with a little bit.
And the animation. The animation was unreal. It was so good.
But the pacing of the manga towards the end was really bad because I think there were some concerns with the manga author's like health, and then Shonen Jump wanted it to be done. So it's kind of rushed towards the end of 1,000 Year Blood War. But since the anime wasn't going to have that restriction, I hope it's fleshed out a little more.
One of my favorite characters is Byakuya, and he has a much bigger role, so that made me happy.
I really like Shinji in it. Not Shinji and Eva, Shinji and Bleach. I think he does some cool stuff in that arc.
I mean, his haircut is unfortunate, but I love him.
His Bankai is I think the coolest thing in the series. His Shikai Bankai.
Cool. It's like he's cool when he does it because he's always like Mr. Swagger when he does his Bankai.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what you're feeling right now.
The basic system of like his Shikai being that your vision is inverted in other way is terrifying. That's so hard to encapsulate.
So in 1,000 Year Blood War, as an aside, they just keep showing every once in a while, they show Aizen in prison. And I'm like, they're going to bring him back, aren't they? He's going to come back because nobody's as OP as him. But right now, I'm caught up, and right now, Uryu is a bad guy, and I don't like that.
That's how I feel in One Piece every time they flash to somebody and impel down.
1,000 Year Blood War, there's a really cool scene coming up with Aizen.
See, I knew he was coming back. They just keep showing him down there.
And
like the Quincy guy, the father of the Quincy's, went and talked to him and offered to like let him out if he would join him, and he was like, nah, I'm good, which is like means he knows that he's gonna get out and do his own thing.
It'll be fun. It'll be interesting to hear what you think about it. What's incredible is that I don't think we ever see Aizen's Bankai. I think we only see his Shikai, which is terrifying.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like when he's fighting towards the end of the regular Bleach, when he was fighting Ichigo and he hadn't even like used anything, like it was just like his athletic prowess alone. It's like, wow, okay. Like what's his workout routine? I need to know.
And then his Shikai's where he can like do all the manipulations, super cool. And he has the god powers in that fight. And I just don't think I think the god powers like better than his Bankai would be, and his Shikai is worse. But I just don't think we ever see that.
And of course, I love one of my favorite things about the ending of the regular Bleach when they finally defeat Aizen is that it wasn't just Ichigo. It was also Kisuke Urahara, who is my favorite character. Because normally it's always just like, oh, the lead character just like destroyed this guy. But like he couldn't do it by himself.
That's why I like Hunter x Hunter.
I respected that.
Because in the last arc of Hunter x Hunter, Gon doesn't even fight. Gon fights like one of the minor villains, and then they just make the strong guy fight the main villain. And Gon doesn't even like see him.
They got security. Security.
That's what I like about JJK. All the fights where it's like 4v1s, and either the 4v1 obliterates the one guy and it's like sad, or all of 4 of them die.
Yeah, I think it's good because it makes it where you're like not always just knowing what the outcome's going to be. You know, like, oh, now main character's about to come and he's going to kill this guy, and then we'll just get a new guy and he'll kill that guy, you know?
That's the one thing I don't like about One Piece is that you know every single time Luffy's going to fight the main person and Zoro's going to fight whoever has a sword in their hand. And Sanji's going to fight the other one.
That's why the second battle of the most recent long One Piece arc was so cool.
What was that, Wano?
Yeah, the Law fight.
Oh, yeah.
I've only seen Law once on the island.
When he was just at that random
at the slave auction. Yeah.
And he's like a good guy, and they never talk about why he was at the slave auction the first time you see him.
Same with Kid.
They make him so cool though in the anime during that part, like where he's just sitting there in his seat, like smiling, watching everything go down, and everybody's running, and he's just like sitting there. I thought that was really cool. His power though is like terrifying.
He has one of the strongest devil fruits.
I'm like, why is this guy's head a jungling ball all of a sudden, and why ain't he dead?
I don't know if it's still the best one, but it's one of the best.
I think that there are probably like 2 or 3 better, maybe. You know,
I know at least at that point, it's probably the best one that's been.
I think Blackbeard's is better.
Luffy's seems like the dumbest, but he's the person that beats everybody, so maybe it's the best.
Blackbeard also has a really good devil fruit, which I think is showed by that time.
But he's a cheater, right? He has more than one.
He's a cheater in a lot of ways, but he also does have a really good one.
So this is my last question, and I actually looked it up because I knew a few, but I wasn't sure. So I'm going to see which ones you know, and then I'll fill in some if you don't say them. What celebrities watch anime?
Megan Thee Stallion.
Really?
She watches JoJo.
Wow.
She posted she like went to Japan and went to like a JoJo like thing that they had going on in Japan, and she like cosplayed Jolene.
That's pretty awesome.
Samuel L. Jackson watches One Piece.
He's one of the ones that I had on my list. Yes, which is awesome. Michael B. Jordan is really into anime, like really into anime.
I think Henry Cavill's into anime a little bit.
Keanu Reeves was almost in a live action anime, and I think that's amazing, and I wish it would have happened.
Which one?
He was asked to portray the role of Spike in the live action remake of Cowboy Bebop.
I think he would have been a good Spike.
Did y'all watch the live action Cowboy Bebop?
No.
I did.
No.
I've watched some of the anime and I've tried to like it, but it's just really slow to me. Snoop Dogg watches anime.
Oh, I have a good one, but it's really weird how I know it. Kanye really likes Akira. That when he split up with Kim Kardashian, so he had tweets about like how he wasn't allowed to, or like he wasn't seeing his children as much, and then he was like, also Kim Kardashian won't let me into the house to get my collection of Akira.
Spilling all the tea. Jamie Lee Curtis, who we've talked about, is a huge One Piece fan. Chopper is her favorite character, and she is most definitely going to play Dr. Kureha in season 2 of the live action One Piece. I'm here for it.
I know there's a lot of really popular football players that are really into anime, and a bunch of Olympic gold medalists, but I don't know any of their names.
And John Cena.
John Cena?
Yes, John Cena. Okay, the others I have are Rihanna, Elon Musk, Avril Lavigne, and Zac Efron, and Robin Williams. Rest in peace.
I forgot Elon Musk's profile picture used to be Edward Elric.
That's hilarious.
On Twitter.
That's
for a long time on Twitter.
Because right now, he is actually in the process of creating an iron suit that you can store a soul in. Just kidding. But maybe.
Didn't Robin Williams name one of his children Zelda?
Yes, Zelda.
Yeah.
On the bright side, it's good he didn't name any of his children like Shinji. I just looked it up, and his favorite anime was Neon Genesis Evangelion.
That's on my watch list, but I have not seen it yet. I haven't.
Yeah, I've been considering watching it. I know it gets really weird.
Don't watch it.
It's like sci-fi though, right? What about
Yeah,
Ghost
I
in the
think
Shell?
so.
Have y'all watched Ghost in the Shell? I want to watch that too, just because I like the name of it.
I'm not. There's this guy on TikTok that always talks about Neon Genesis Evangelion. But what's really interesting, this guy is I don't think it's Catholic, but it's like one of the more strict Christian denominations. He's a pastor in that religion. And he does really interesting like religious analysis of Neon Genesis Evangelion.
I don't know if I've told you this story, Julian. I'm pretty sure I've told Christian. I was giving the message at a religious service one night, and for an object lesson, I showed the clip of Rock Lee's fight with Gaara, and we were talking about like all the things that like hinder you, and we did the scene. It was like a 2-minute clip where he takes off his leg weights, and then he's like the first person ever to get a hit in on Gaara, and that was like the most paid attention to liked message I have ever done there. Like they loved it. It was just such a good visual.
I highly recommend people watch the new JJK episodes. It's getting really good.
Final question of the week. If you had to dress every day like one anime character, who would it be?
There's a lot of characters that just wear like suits, and I feel like you can do that as like a businessman working in an office. But I don't know, there are a lot of characters in anime that I feel just wear like hoodies and jeans at times.
I was gonna say Itadori.
Oh yeah. He dresses cool. He dresses like you dress now, so that wouldn't be anything.
He just has good outfits.
I want one of you to say Bon from Seven Deadly Sins because I just really like his outfit.
You got to choose like a slice of life character.
Yeah.
The main character of like, I don't know.
Not me. I want to be crazy. I want to be Beatrice from ReZero.
Should have chosen
Pick a JoJo character.
They don't wear enough clothes though. Beatrice covers up.
They wear enough clothes, they just got holes in them.
That is true.
I want to dress like Eren from Attack on Titan, but in the first episode where he's just wearing like standard medieval clothes. Yeah.
Like the costumes in JoJo didn't like get too crazy until we got to Bucciarati. His outfit was like too much. I was like, I draw the line here.
Part 5, they all have crazy outfits.
I like Joseph's, you know.
I'm gonna throw Death Note into the equation. I could rock
like
L's fit.
School uniform?
I was thinking L's outfit.
Isn't that just like a t-shirt and sweatpants?
Yeah, I could rock that.
I also could rock that. Let me go with L as well. Thanks for joining us this week for Anime Fanjutsu, and we will see you next time. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast wherever you get your podcasts, and be sure to follow Anime Fanjutsu on Instagram. We are at Anime Fanjutsu.